Yeah. Okay, here we go. Just to prove that I have it on here, but I'm gonna hose it. But just to show that I do have it.
To the civilized ways of the fairgoers.
There it is. There's Lumine. Limine,
onlookers
I think is how it's
cover
called.
their pale
That's my
bodies from the
bootloader.
sun and the wind,
And here's my security right off the bat.
in order to remove this clothing,
Right on the hard disk.
pay to get in.
That's what it
must
boots
they
up to.
always wear,
So,
touched by the reaches of civilization. It's worth simple ways. People did in athletic matches arranged by the
and
authorities.
gives it a sec, and there goes.
And
Boom.
kills,
Butters.
tribesmen and people from other lands.
There we go. I'm in. Usually I have it set up with terminal, another terminal, but this one I had a different status menu. Let's see, you go to the second pane, browser. Browser quit unexpectedly. Fuck. That's because I had to... I had to manually shut down. That is something I have to figure out in Linux. I have to figure out if that happens, how do I reset it? But everything I have to shut it down, restart it, relog in. It's a weird thing when you come out of sleep mode. That's something I got to figure out. Let's see. Go to the third pane window. Web cord. Discord. Pretty much. Yeah, there it goes. Up to the fourth. Could do another terminal here. Yeah, there we go. Now, here comes the real good part. I'm gonna hose it. Here comes the challenge. Reboot. Okay, I gotta hit F12 here. The beginning. Temporary startup device. Generic. Look at all those archlinux there. There we go. I do have notes though. I'm gonna bring those up. Oh, wait. Arch Linux install instructions, my own. There we go. This is what I do right off the bat. I sub WCTL. The station WLAN. This is to activate your wireless LAN. Connect. Type it up. This is where you really need to know your network setting. Let me turn this down. This is really, yeah, you got to know your SSID. I just hit the wrong thing. I hit the backwards the remix. Anyway, yes, you got to know your SSID, your wireless ID login. If it has a space, good luck. I got to figure that out too. So Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's wait. Station WLAN. Show. Connected. Okay. Exit. Now from here, this is a command line to update like all of your package updates to install. This is what I did right off the bat. Simple little command. I guess I could post it later if anybody wants to know, but we'll figure it out. But here we go. Sudo. And actually, let me bring this up. Pacman-key. -S. archlinux-keyring. Archinstall. Here we go. There it goes. Yes. It's just going to run its thing, and then it'll take me to the installation UI right here. Everything I pretty much kept default. Back. Mirrors repositories. I did not worry about that. Disk configuration, partitioning. Use best effort. Let it go with the default. I'm choosing my single drive on this laptop, which is a Samsung. Butters FS. Butter FS is what it is for this file system. And yes, I will go with the default structure. It seems to be keep it easy, right? Use compression, yes. The partitioning, I'll put that. Use best ever, just double checking. Yes, default. Use compression. Okay. Disk encryption. Since this is my mobile unit, privacy is important. Luke's encryption password. Never forget it. On the same partition, HSM, just leave that alone. Butter snapshots. I went with time shift. Back. The snapshots, I guess it's basically if you need to back up and go back to a previous, if you screwed up something. Bootloader, I went Limine. It just looked cool. It worked too. Host name, I'm going to change this. Nova Prime. That's what I want to call it. There's no RTX in this. Root password. Shit. I fucked up. Let's do it again. Here we go. Redo it. Re-enter the command. Just hit up. I hit the wrong options for the password and all that, so I screwed up. That's why I got an error. Everything as I said before. I don't need no repository. Damn it. This is where it gets all complicated. Back. Just leave it alone. Disconfiguration. You see, check this out. I'm feeling more comfortable as the more that I do this. The more that you do it, the more it's like working out a muscle, your brain muscle. And here I am on Butters too, just looking like a goof. My hands are all going nuts on both. So the partitions on the main. Back. I'm only going to keep it as one. This is a simple tool laptop. Time shift, swap bootloader. And I'm just re-entering all the stuff I entered before I screwed up. User account, this is important. Butters. Confirm your password. Make him a super user. There's only going to be one, so make him super, and that's me. That sounds so conceited. Shoot. Don't mind me. I'm just a goof. Default for user profile, desktop. And then Hyprland. Poll kit. Graphics driver for this T490. It's all Intel. So select it, keep it simple. Go with Intel. And SDDM, keep that simple with Hyprland. I tried screwing around with all these other things. Nothing, like it messed up somewhere. So default. Back. Audio, Pipewire. This one, I'm told that if you install the Linux ITS, it's a backup image for if you screw up something in your default, so you can rely back on that. How that works, I have yet to learn. So I'm with you there. I'm just there to learn about that as well. Network configuration, copy everything you're doing right now. So like when I started up with the ISO, all that information there, it should be the same when everything installs. When I set that up in the command line. Additional programs, the only thing I did was UFW, which is it's the U stands for W. Let me see. Maybe it'll tell me here. Uncomplicated firewall. That's what it was. Uncomplicated. So yes, you'll want that. Time zone. I'm under Michigan. That's all I'll say. Automatic time sync. Yes. Install. Here we go. Yes. Boom. Here we go. Let's dance. Oh, did I? There we go. You can see the laptop a little bit better now. My Thinkpad. My Nova. That's what I'm calling it. Nova. It's creating the partitions now. It's doing all that secure stuff. All that magic. Keep us all nice and warm in our roll. And I'm getting my water. This part takes a while though. It's doing all. I don't know what kind of hard or flash drives it supports. I haven't gone into the specs. I might have a similar drive that's actually faster, but I don't know if that bus speed is going to do anything with it. So I got to figure that out. Other than that, this is a simple little tool I'm going to build, and it's going to be literally built around me. So if somebody finds this thing, they're like even gets into it, like maybe they'll figure out how to use it, but essentially it's what I'm using it for, which is like troubleshooting, network configurations, maybe hardware testing stuff. It depends on what the situation is. Just a terminal, like where do I gotta go? So that's the whole reason behind this. And the second is sitting back there. I don't know if you can see it. Is the Steam Deck is built on this. So if something goes wrong on that, I can. Why not? Right? I'm just trying to be clever. But yeah, why not learn something on the same time, you know? So. This is DJ Tiesto, by the way. One of my favorite CDs of all time. In Search of Sunrise, the first one. Very fond memories of this. It's so long ago. I'm old. I'm an old roll. But I'm alright. I'm okay. I just got my little notepad up here. Just a couple of commands. It's pretty much after this part. After this, and then That's when the real magic happens. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. That's why I'm like, oh god, I just hosed everything. It's gone. It's gone. Where I go from here, I can break it again. Yeah, look at all that. It just... it looks cool to me. I don't know why. Even like all the warnings are just seeing like, what is it doing? What does that mean? Running build hook. It's just building in the database, and it's all those file formats and everything. Just what is that? That I wrote in my other video? Don't bother me. I'm thinking. Even though my door is open too, but bless my grandmother. And she might have to go potty. I've been helping her a lot lately. Not a lot. I'm her shield. I take care of her. I watch out for her, especially late at night. Even got my little my little pager, just in case she needs me, and she does a lot, so I'm tired. But I wouldn't have it any other way, and she deserves to be at home with us. Strong woman. Yeah, it's just fine. Here comes the peace, the calm. Look at that bliss. It's stupid. I'm entranced by it. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is very important. Installation completed. What would you like to do next? Get out? Or it says exit? Or reboot? Essentially, you could do both, but what I want to do before I do a reboot is configure some things to start. Mainly the firewall. So, let's do that now. This part you want to do with super user. So, SU and your username you created, which is, yeah. And then, let me think. Sudo systemctl enable uncompromised firewall, UFW. Yeah, I believe that. Yes. Enter your password. And it's on. After that, I just hit reboot. Now this is where it got tricky for me. Because it's just going to boot straight into Hyprland. There's going to be nothing. It's going to boot in automatically. Watch this. Here it is, the security password at the beginning of the video. It's got to have a password before it does anything with the drive at all. Even if you unplug it, put it in another machine, same thing. Got to have that password. And here we go. See, this is default. Default Hyprland. Oh wait, this doesn't look all cool like everything. Like I've seen all the YouTube videos. Where am I going to do? What's going on? Well, I think I just left it on US user WYs. I don't know. The regular default little managed up there. Excuse me, my throat. Got a frog. Okay, and you log in. Hyprland updated to 4.049.0. It's been updated. Thank you. Thanks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nothing's happening. Well, that's where you hit a super, which is the Windows key, and Q. Open up a terminal. Okay. This part is where it got interesting. This is where you got to go to the hide Hyprland instructions on GitHub. The simple little terminal. Well, the first thing you got to do is also check ICWTL or super user butters. Okay, here we go. ICWTL. No, what is it? IWCTL. Station WLAN 0 show. Okay, I'm still connected. Exit. Okay, now here we go. Sudo pacman-s. I'm just doing super off of this. You probably don't really need to, but I'm just learning. that's the best basically I'm learning. Okay, so this is off the GitHub page. The very first command to install and execute the following commands, and it's the very first one. Yes, to the install. And there it goes. Now, after that, the second command, git clone. This is going to build a file directory onto your hard drive, I believe, with a configuration from the site on GitHub. That's just what makes it so much easier. Essentially, these packages are like a base default of what you would. I'll explain that when I get there. Hold on, let me get there. Project /hide. There it goes. Now it's building. Basically, what I was saying, it's like how I can explain this is like Windows. When you first install it, you get all these things you don't really think about. Like one of them, this is gonna sound really, really bare bones, but when you right click on Windows and you go to like personalize or display settings or whatever, you have to find a program to do that with this. That's what everybody says. You got to do it yourself. So things like that, you have to think out of the box. It's not going to be handed to you. So this package will give you like some things like Bluetooth drivers to default to, and all the other things, those little like mouse drivers too, like detecting and all that. Other than that, I think I'm just talking. I might be calling out of my ass, but don't quote me. But yeah, I think that's what it's doing. But it's going to execute the script now too from the directory that it created on the drive. From the tilde will just go right to the directory. It should, essentially, and it puts you right there into scripts. All right, here, just execute this code. Install sh, and here we go. So yeah, I'm really a hard-on about things about learning, doing things the hard way, apparently. And so essentially my gaming reflects this. Okay, for here, AUR helpers, I went with Yay. Let me put the keyboard back up. And ZSSH or ZSH for the shell, which means the basic column, the connection for everything that you're getting. It's going to ask you for your password. And then just keep saying yes. There was one that I said no to, I think, though. That was for a random reason, though. I'll see if it comes up again. But yeah. Now it's installing. And getting all the stuff. Yes, for which one is this? For yay. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting skipped pipe wire. The mixer, the sound drivers, Bluetooth drivers right there, blues, SDVM, Hyprland, yeah, the waybar, the toolbar. All of these things you have to find like as a package to piece them together like Legos. Essentially is how best way I can describe what Linux is doing. And why they say it'll be built around you. What do you need it for? Is there something out there that can do that? I'm sure somebody might be working on something. If not, wait. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I'm the guy that you give me a tool, I'll figure out a use for it somehow. If you want me to try something out, I guess. I don't know. I've always been like that, taking things apart as a kid. Even a power supply. Don't ever do that. Never. That was stupid. I could have blasted my, 13-year-old ass into where? Who knows? Yikes. Dumb kid I was. Rose pine added cappuccino. Oh, these are the themes. Yeah, these are all the cute little themes. These are awesome. The only thing I did change that I might keep was the icons and stuff when you go to terminal. It kind of grew on me, the little animes. Why not? It's somebody else's package. They put it together. Why not leave a little bit of their flavor? I'll see. Myself, I just want to see how to use this operating system. It is very... The best way I can describe it is the way that it functions with the keyboard shortcuts. I don't know. There's something very sci-fi about that. Being able to do key combinations to be able to effectively reorganize and implement the mouse just as a side tool compared to how fast and effective you can actually utilize your tools on your window and how you can switch between them. That's what fascinates me about this. And I want to see what I can do with it. I mean, look at me. I'm a freaking cartoon toilet paper over here. And with all this tech. I'm just being a goof. I just do things. Yeah, this part takes a while. The themes. Oh, and on top of that, too, my main connection has a space in it. I can't connect to that network until after all of this is done. So that slower speed connection is a default connection for situations like this. For longer range, but slower. Things like that I think about. Oh, look at that. See it updated. Look at the shell. It's all fancy now. Option number. I went with candy. Because I like candy. I guess others like corners to be all professional. But I'm like, go rice. I mean, the whole thing is rice. Let's go candy. Licorice and taffy. Yes, install all of those. Give it all to me. I don't know how, like, I don't even have the thing plugged in. I'm at 64%, but yeah, I got all my stats up there now. It's all home stretch from here. Oh, you know what I would have... Actually, I'll do it afterwards, is get Brave browser for this. I don't want to use Firefox. Might be a little more effective, but it just... I don't know. I heard some shady things about Firefox now. Might still be a good company, but, like, they got to make their money, too. I get it, but... I don't know. I'm on Linux. Look at me. What am I talking about? Yeah, I haven't heard this in so long. This mix. Tiesto, Paul Oakenfold, BT, Paul Van Dyke, Orbital. Oh my goodness. So many groups, DJs. Electronic music back in the day. Good stuff. Nowadays, I don't. It's all commercialized. It's okay, I guess, but not my thing. My knee. I'm chilling now, so don't mind me. Let it do its thing. Let's see if I can do some. Do some dancing. Oh, I need to probably put on the light. Why aren't you blinking, Butters? I think the camera can't see my eyes. Yeah, there's a lot of flat hubs. These are all the good stuff, basically drivers and what else? GNOME boxes. I think it's also like all the fancy stuff that makes it all pretty. That's what it's downloading. And some of these servers might be just like little podunk sort of connections too. People out of the good hearts that they do to host it. 100% there. Oh yeah, GIMP. I use GIMP. I don't use Photoshop. I said no to Adobe. And that's also kind of a big thing I want to say too, is if I really need Windows for what I do? You know, the big question. What is it that I use my computer for? If I'm just browsing and doing nonchalant stuff, talking with people, I can use that on this guy here. You know, plenty of stuff for that. But like my big guys, can I transition? I don't know, but I'll find out what I can do with this. Right? I think. Maybe. God. Whoever's watching this is probably going to be like, oh my God, I'm getting lectured by a freaking cartoon toilet paper. Video downloader. Yeah, that's a good one to have. Something spicy, so to speak. I don't know. Or like you social media junkies, like, I need the receipts. Give me those receipts. Yikes. Almost there. OBS 2. It's downloading OBS. I kind of want to mess around with that too, and my my X-Real glasses, and see if that just, you know, the same with my Steam Deck. It works there. Why not here? That'll be next. Yeah, that'll definitely be next. And after that, Final Fantasy 11. No, just kidding. Mad, you monster. Madness. This is Butters. The old Butters RTX. Man. Actually, it might be my connection. That weak signal. It's a wireless A? No. Yeah, A, B, G. It's B. Because G was... No, BG? Don't listen to me. I need to go back to my Cisco books. Or Google. I don't know. There's another one. The services here. Here we go. Network manager. That's important. Installation completed. Do you want to reboot the system? It is not recommended to use newly installed or upgraded HIDE without rebooting system. Yeah, go ahead. Reboot. Let it fly. Okay. And there it is. Enter my password. Watch it give me an error because I fat fingered something. Because I think I did. Nope. There it goes. And I'm in. And voila. I'm back in. Let me just change my wallpaper back to what it was before. This little one. Oh, I gotta change the network. Yeah, here we go. This is what this was what was new to me. Available networks. Now I can see Butters RTX. Oh, that's the wrong password. That's just going to give me an error. Yep. There we go. Connected. Let's see. Control R. No, Control T. Or no. The Super T. Look at waifu girls. Stupid. Oh well. I'll deal with it. I'll tolerate it. But there is a way to like overwrite that, which I did with NeoFetch, I believe. and it just gave the little arch basic thing. But this like changes every so often too. What was I gonna do? Sue Butters. First things first is sudo pacman-s brave or install install brave. Oops. Oh wait, I think you just did pacman-s brave. Yeah, you just, my bad. Some things you type in, that's another thing with Linux. Do you type install? Does it require it? I don't know, but I'm so unknown to this. But I have Brave. It resets the default browser, so it'll bring up right here. On the side, right there, privacy default. Another thing I want to get is my manager. So it was called GoTop. Yes. That's downloading too. And then GoTop. Right there. And go to the second panel, open up another terminal. There's went back and forth. Shortcuts menu. This should have web cord by default. At the bottom right there, web cord. It'll open up on the side. Of course, it's probably not going to show up right. Nope, there it goes. Yeah, well, I can put that over on the third or a third pane. So 1, 2, 3. Check out YouTube. There we go. And that's it. I did it. In one fly. Word. Okay, I'm out. Take it easy. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.